Raj. I noticed he brought the crew in. Are they further delayed right now?
Yeah, waiting on de-ice.
Ice can affect the flying capabilities of a plane and even unbalance it. And just like FOD, it's also a threat to the engine.
Very important to have this cleaned out so that there's no ice or snow chunks that get ingested into the engine. So right down here on the bottom and along the edge, you can see the engine has contamination. And actually when you touch it here, you can feel ice that has built up on the bottom due to the snowstorm. Once the engine's powered up, there's a possibility this ice breaks off in a chunk and gets ingested into the engine, and it can cause damage. So the maintenance team is on their way to come out and treat the bottom of this nacelle. We're not going to make on-time departure in weather like this.
This delay is yet another fire Kevin in stock has to put out.
The biggest challenge is having a home for the next plane. There's only a finite amount of gates that we have here in Toronto. So what would happen is if we keep rolling a delay further and further, it occupies a gate for the next flight that we should have.
With the wind chill, the temperature has dropped to around 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And ice is rapidly forming on the plane. It's a race against time to remove all the snow and ice from the nacelle, which is the engine's housing.
Thank you. We just got a thumbs up from the maintenance tech as he gets back into the truck. So we'll go back up here, confirm that we're ready to go.
Despite the challenges caused by the snow, Blake and his team have managed to get the plane moving only 1.5 hours behind schedule.
Very challenging out there with the conditions at this point, near zero visibility on the ground. So the lead is taking this a very, very slow pushback to make sure that the aircraft is properly positioned.
The Dubai flight may be on its way, but there are others still to get out. And another problem arises almost immediately.
What happened?
The Snow Patrol is clearing the first runway for a third time.
The runway team's way up there now. I gotta catch up. This guy needs to get out of my way. How do you like my horn?
The snow is piling to close to 8 inches. It's 4 times more than expected, making this the worst storm in 3 years. It's led to 55 flights being canceled, and it's showing no signs of easing.
Guys, when you're going down the runway, spread up as much as you can.
So he just gave us an order. So when we go down the runway, he wants us spread out thinner than peanut butter, okay? Because we want a full whip. You don't want to leave any snow behind because the next thing you know, something horrible can happen, right?
In an attempt to cover more ground faster, the plows spread out even further. The team on the ramp have almost made it through the night. An empty plane is being towed to its gate prior to taking on passengers for the last flight out, when the snow throws another curveball.
Just got a call back to the International gates, gate 171 for an incident with a tow vehicle. Flight 842 is heading to Frankfurt tonight.
A tug towing a 280-ton 787 has jackknifed on the apron.
Essentially what happened is, as the employee was coming down, the ice underneath the vehicle started to lose control. And it's the weight of the aircraft, that is the momentum of the aircraft, will continue to push on the vehicle. Now you try to brake if you have no traction, you're just gonna keep sliding. And essentially it creates a jackknife situation similar to a tractor trailer if you try to stop too quickly. What happened? Were you going slow, right?
Yeah, it was slow, like 5-6 kilometers.
Okay. You're okay though?
I'm okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're
I'm
fine?
good, yeah.
Okay.
The tug was towing the plane to the gate, but as it braked, it lost traction and the plane's momentum spun it around almost 180 degrees. No passengers or crew were on board. And the tow operator is also unscathed.
We're gonna take him off for the rest of the night just to let him have a break. It's just like ice on the ground underneath. Do me a favor. Call upstairs for me, please. We need maintenance to come take a look.
Yeah.
I don't think did it go past or did it stop like this?
Stop like that.
It stopped like this? Okay. Wow. Very slippery.
Please watch your step. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say,
ice all over here.
I was just gonna say, it's completely ice under here. We can see the track of the vehicle as it's coming down and where the skid occurs. We can also see that, and just based on walking through the conditions, that it is essentially ice underneath the snow.
Blake takes photos on his phone to show engineers.
They're concerned that you've damaged the aircraft, eh?
It's possible. It's right at the limit, but we are definitely going to check with maintenance.
But first, Blake is facing an even more immediate problem.
Now we are off gate, about 2/3 of the way down the line. So we do have the tail of this aircraft is actually out into the apron. So this will impact the flow of traffic right now.
The news has reached the airport's apron tower, which controls access to the gates.
So anytime there's an aircraft that's stuck on the apron, obviously it's a bit of a problem. What we do is we try to keep traffic moving in a safe manner around the aircraft that might be impeding traffic. There's different ways we can taxi planes in and out of the apron to get around the situation. We want to keep planes moving, but nothing is probably going to be routine in terms of how long airplanes take to push off gates.
The last thing the airport needs is another cause for delays. Blake and his team need to move the 280-ton 787 as soon as possible, but it could be seriously damaged and immobile. The empty plane can't be moved until a new tug driver arrives. Every minute of delay on the ground adds to congestion on the airfield as planes wait for a departure gate.
If you were to look at this as an outsider, if you're looking at it from the terminal, you would think just straighten the airplane out and be done with it. But if the nose gear has been overstressed beyond its limits, it can cause the nose gear to either break or fail, in which case now the flight's at risk. And when you think of a takeoff, landing, where that huge amount of stress that goes on that nose wheel, we definitely want to make sure that the aircraft is fully safe prior to its use.
The replacement driver has arrived.
Okay, Patrick,
Yeah.
good evening.
Hi.
Every time I see you, it's snowing and it's a disaster.
I know I'm not really.
Okay, you go any further, it will explode the arms and then we're in trouble. So the key thing is to try to get the vehicle back this way, at least even 15, 20 degrees. We're gonna move it now. So if you wanna call upstairs to the tower, give me a little wiggle room. Okay, we're gonna go. Yeah, we'll give it a rip. We're gonna start going backwards first to try to get that straight. We'll move the vehicle and move the aircraft slightly forward, reassess, and if we can continue onto the gate, we will do that. I'll give you a thumbs up when we're ready, okay? Just want to make sure that the traction and everything's good. It's not skidding. Patrick, he's gonna call now for you to say that we're gonna move the aircraft, so just listen. And when you're ready, as soon as you hear the call. Okay, here we go. Good job. Good job. Overall, the vehicle looks really, really good. The aircraft is okay. It's not making any noises, or we're not seeing any fluids or any pieces along the way.